Sallust Bellum Catalinae 23.2. This is B. This is the second bit. And we just learned that Fulvia and Quintus Curius are having an illicit affair. And this cui refers back to Fulvia. So you have to know the context here. And I do, but you might not have remembered. This refers back to Fulvia. Cum, this means when. It's not the preposition, it's the conjunction. When he, and again, context is and everything here. Curios, that refers to Curius. He's the subject of esset. When Curius was less pleasing to her, Fulvia, and you can see this is the imperfect subjunctive. Imperfect subjunctive there. Esset after the cum in a circumstantial clause. And minus, comparative adverb modifying gratus. It's a nice example of an adverb modifying an adjective. So she gets bored with him because he was able to give her presents, bestow his generosity upon her less, and this is ablative, because of his poverty. So ablative of cause, it's like an ablative of means. Because of his poverty, he was able to spoil her less. Suddenly, glorians, boasting. All right, that's a present active participle right there. Present active participle. And it's referring back up here to Curius again. Curious, boasting. Coipit policere. Complementary infinitive here. Complementary infinitive. He began to promise the seas and the mountains. And this is the passive infinitive. And it's got an active meaning, but that's only because it's deponent. Polikeor is a deponent verb. And meanwhile, to threaten her, okay, again, this is present. This is the point here. It's not active. It's the passive participle. Present passive participle. Minor minori, deponent verb. So he's got deponent here, deponent there. He's making a nice balance here. To threaten, that means threaten her with the sword, ablative of means. Yes, and sword, this actually literally means iron, and it is metaphorically supposed to mean sword. All right, so he goes back and forth between spoiling her and promising her and threatening her with violence. Unless, this is actually a short form of nisi, which means unless, she should become submissive to him. That's a funky little form of the verb to be. This is actually an imperfect subjunctive of essay, but it's really irregular. Finally, he began, we go all the way back to here, to rage more ferociously. Okay, comparative adverb. So adverbs have three levels, right? Fierce, fiercer, most fiercely. Began to froth at the mouth more fiercely than he was accustomed to.